Pokémon Season 1, Episode 11. The Mysterious Magikarp fan remake. Scene 1, the Port Market. Ash, Misty, Brock, and Pikachu stroll through a noisy harbor full of vendors and fish smells. A sly man in a red jacket and hat approaches. A Pokémon salesman, slyly. Looking for a rare Pokémon? I have just what you need. He shows them a tank with a tired red Magikarp flopping weakly. Ash, excited. Wow, I can feel it'll be strong one day. Misty rolls her eyes. Ash, it's just a fish. It can't even fight. But Ash spends all his money and buys Magikarp. Scene 2, teasing on the road. On the way, Misty keeps mocking Ash. Misty. Now you've got a partner just like you. Useless! Brock chuckles. Pikachu gazes sadly at the Magikarp. Ash blushes but insists. You'll see. He'll prove himself. Scene 3. Team Rocket strikes. Jessie, James, and Meowth swoop down. They throw nets to steal the Pokémon. Jessie, mocking. Even your fish will be useful to us. Ash shields Magikarp, but they tumble into the water together. Scene 4. Evolution. In the waves, Magikarp thrashes desperately. Ash shouts, I believe in you. You can do this. Magikarp begins to glow, transforming into a massive blue Gyarados. A tidal wave crashes, blasting Team Rocket into the sky. Team Rocket, together. Looks like we're blasting off again. Scene 5. A new ally. Gyarados roars fiercely. Ash trembles but holds out his hand. Slowly, Gyarados calms and lets him touch it. Ash proudly. See? I knew he was special. Misty shakes her head, smiling. This time, you might actually be right, narrator. And so Ash gained a powerful ally, but greater trials still lay ahead. End of Episode 11. Pokémon Season 1, Episode 12. The Ghosts of the Tower. Fan remake. Scene 1. Arrival in Lavender Town. Ash, Misty, Brock, and Pikachu enter a quiet town with a tall old tower. The atmosphere is eerie. Wind howls, lanterns sway, locals whisper about ghost Pokémon. Misty, nervous. I don't like this place. Something feels wrong. Brock. That must be Lavender Tower. They say ghost Pokémon live there. Ash, excited. So what? I'll catch myself a ghost. Scene 2. Inside the tower. The old tower creaks. Ash's flashlight cuts through the darkness. Suddenly, shadows emerge. Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. Pikachu sparks nervously. Misty hides behind Brock. Ash, boldly. Perfect. Time to catch one. Pokeball. Go. He throws, but Ghastly just floats through it, laughing. Scene 3. The Ghosts' Games. The ghosts start joking, shape-shifting into monsters, making scary faces. Ash tries to fight, but they just lift him in the air, laughing. Haunter, laughing. Ha, ha, ha. Pikachu ends up giggling too, joining their play. Scene 4. Team Rocket's trap. Jessie, James, and Meowth barge in, hoping to catch the ghosts. But the pranksters wrap them in chains, flip them upside down, and shine eerie lights. Jessie, screaming. I hate ghosts. James, crying. Mommy! They flee, while the ghosts roar with laughter. Scene 5. A new understanding. Ash sits on the floor with Pikachu, watching the ghosts. Ash. You're not evil, you just love to play tricks. I'm not ready to catch you yet, but I'm glad we met. The ghosts nod cheerfully and wave goodbye. Narrator. Ash learned that not every Pokémon needs to be caught. Some are best as friends. End of Episode 12. Pokémon Season 1, Episode 13. Bye Bye Butterfree, fan remake. Scene 1. Journey by the coast. Ash, Misty, Brock, and Pikachu walk along the seaside road. In the sky, hundreds of butterflies fly. The Butterfree mating season has begun. Brock, explaining. Once a year, Butterfree gather to find their mates. It's a very important moment. Ash releases his Butterfree, who happily joins the swarm. Scene 2. Talk with Brock. That evening, the group rests by a campfire. Ash watches Butterfree flutter around and sighs. Ash, quietly. He was my first caught Pokémon. I don't want to let him go. Brock, serious. But a true trainer understands. Pokémon have their own paths. Sometimes, you must let them go. Ash stares silently into the fire. Scene 3. Team Rocket strikes. The next day, Jessie, James, and Meowth appear. They throw a giant net, capturing the whole Butterfree swarm. Jessie, laughing. All these butterflies are ours. Ash's Butterfree struggles but is caught too. Ash rushes forward. Butterfree! I won't abandon you. Scene 4. Butterfree's courage. Pikachu blasts the net with thunder. Ash's Butterfree, inspired by his trainer's courage, unleashes Sleep Powder, putting Team Rocket's Pokémon to sleep. The other Butterfree unite, chasing Team Rocket away. Team Rocket, together. Looks like we're blasting off again. Scene 5. The farewell. That evening, Ash's Butterfree finds its mate, a gentle pink Butterfree. Ash smiles sadly. Ash, you were my first friend, but now it's time for you to fly on. He opens the Pokeball. Butterfree hugs him with its wings one last time, then soars into the sky with its partner. Ash wipes away a tear. Pikachu presses close to him. Narrator. Sometimes the greatest strength of a trainer is knowing when to let go. End of episode 13. Pokémon Season 1, Episode 14. Diglett's Fury, fan remake. Scene 1, road construction. Ash, Misty, Brock, and Pikachu arrive at a massive construction site. Excavators and trucks roar, but work is constantly disrupted. From underground, small brown Pokémon with tiny noses pop up. Diglett. They tunnel under machines, making them collapse. Builder. Frustrated. Because of these Pokémon, we can't get anything done. Scene 2. The debate. The foreman wants to hire trainers to drive the Diglett away. Ash protests angrily. Ash. They're just protecting their home. That's not fair. Misty, shrugging. But how else can they build the road? Brock. Maybe there's another way, though, without destroying nature. Scene 3. Team Rocket arrives. Jessie, James, and Meowth appear, offering help. Jessie. Our Ekans and Coughing will chase those pests away for good. They send out their Pokémon, but the ground erupts. A swarm of Diglett and Dugtrio drive them off instantly. Scene 4. The truth. Ash notices fertile green land around. The Diglett are tending it, watering plants, loosening soil, planting trees. Ash moved. They're not harming anything. They're protecting nature. The workers fall silent. The foreman sighs. Maybe we should build the road elsewhere. Scene 5. Rocket's last stand team. Rocket tries again with a giant drilling tank, but Dugtrio shatter it, sending them sky high. Team Rocket, together. Looks like we're blasting off again. Scene 6. Resolution. The builders agree to reroute the road, leaving Diglett's home untouched. Ash smiles as the little Pokémon peek happily from the ground. Ash. I knew they were just protecting their home. Narrator. Ash learned another lesson. Being a trainer means not only fighting, but also understanding Pokémon. End of episode 14. Pokémon Season 1, Episode 15, The Abandoned Charmander, fan remake. Scene 1. By the roadside, Ash, Misty, Brock, and Pikachu walk along a country path. They see a small Charmander sitting on a rock, its tail flame flickering weakly. Misty, worried. Poor thing, why is it alone? Brock bends closer. It's waiting for its trainer. Scene 2. The truth. At the nearby Pokémon Center, they learn that Charmander was abandoned by its trainer, an arrogant boy named Damien. He brags, "That weakling wasn't worth my time." Ash clenches his fists. How could he treat a Pokémon like that? Scene 3. The storm. That night, heavy rain falls. Ash and friends rush back to where Charmander waits. Its tail flame is almost out. Ash, desperate. Hold on, I won't let your flame die. He covers Charmander with his cloak and runs to the center. Scene 4. A new bond. By morning, Charmander recovers. Damien appears, trying to reclaim it. Damien, mocking. That's my Pokémon. I can do whatever I want with it. But Charmander turns away and walks to Ash instead. Ash, joyful. Now we're a team. Scene 5. Team Rocket attack. Team Rocket jumps in to steal Charmander. But for the first time, Charmander fights back. Flames blaze from its tail as it blasts them away. Team Rocket, together. Looks like we're blasting off again. Scene 6. Happy ending. Charmander proudly stands beside Ash. Misty and Brock smile warmly. Misty. Looks like you really found a loyal friend, narrator. And so Ash gained a strong new partner, making his journey brighter than ever. End of episode 15. Pokémon Season 1, Episode 16, Pokémon Races, fan remake. Scene 1. On the way to the farm. Ash, Misty, Brock, and Pikachu walk through the countryside. In the distance, they see a large farm where trainers are hosting Pokémon races. Among competitors are Dodrio, Ponyta, Rapidash, and even Bulbasaur. Ash, excited. Wow, real Pokémon races. I want to try. Misty, skeptical. You don't even know the rules. Scene 2. Meeting Lara. The race organizer is a girl named Lara. She explains that anyone can join. Ash insists on entering with Pikachu. Everyone laughs. Pikachu is way too small for racing, but Lara allows him to try. Scene 3. The race begins. At the start line, dozens of racers gather. Among them, Team Rocket in disguise, riding Dodrio and Magneton. Jessie, whispering, "We'll win, then steal all the Pokémon." The race begins. Scene 4. Obstacles. The track is tough. Rivers, hills, forests, Ash and Pikachu overcome obstacles with speed and creativity. Lara's Ponyta keeps the lead. Team Rocket cheats with traps and smoke bombs, but Pikachu clears the way with thunderbolts. Scene 5. The final stretch. In the last stretch, only Ash and Lara remain neck to neck. Ponyta's flames blaze brighter, and it evolves into Rapidash mid-race. Ash, amazed. Incredible. Rapidash dashes ahead and wins. Ash and Pikachu finish second. Scene 6. Respect and friendship. Lara thanks Ash for a fair race. Lara. Victory isn't always what matters. You showed true teamwork. Ash smiles. Pikachu jumps happily onto his shoulder. Narrator. Though Ash didn't win, he gained something greater. Experience and new friends. End of episode 16. Pokémon Season 1, Episode 17. The Ghost Ship. The Sinking of St. Anne. Fan remake. Scene 1. Invitation to the liner. Ash, Misty, Brock, and Pikachu receive free tickets for the luxury cruise liner St. Anne. A grand Pokémon tournament is being held on board with trainers from all over the world. Ash, excited. This is our chance to prove we're just as strong as anyone. Misty admires the huge swimming pool, while Brock stares dreamily at the ladies. Scene 2. Life on the ship. On deck, battles rage. Pikachu versus Raticate, Bulbasaur versus Growlithe. It feels like a festival. But Jessie and James sneak among the crowd, dressed as waiters, Meowth, whispering, "Once we've gathered enough Pokémon, this ship will be ours." Scene 3. The reveal. During the banquet, Team Rocket shows their hand. Jessie. All your Pokémon now belong to us. They release huge nets, trying to capture them all. Ash and friends team up with other trainers. Pikachu, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle rip the nets apart. Scene 4. The storm. A violent storm strikes the ship. Waves slam against the hull, machinery breaks, and the ship starts to sink. Ash grabs Pikachu. "Everyone to the lifeboats!" But in the chaos, Ash, Misty, and Brock are trapped inside when the ship flips upside down. Scene 5. Trapped dark corridors fill with dripping water. The group realizes they are cut off. Misty, crying. "We're going to die here." Ash, firmly. "No, we'll make it, for our Pokémon." Pikachu sparks, lighting the path. Scene 6. The new challenge. The group gathers courage and heads deeper into the wreck to find an escape. Narrator. The ship has sunk, but for Ash and his friends, this is only the beginning of greater trials. End of episode 17. Pokémon Season 1, Episode 18, The Sunken Ship, Escape from St. Anne. Fan remake. Scene 1. Inside the wreck. The St. Anne lies upside down, slowly sinking into the sea. Ash, Misty, Brock, and Pikachu make their way through dark corridors. Metal groans, water seeps through cracks. Misty, nervous. "If we don't find a way out, we'll drown." Ash, determined. "We'll make it. We have to." Scene 2. Unexpected allies. In a shadowy hall, they stumble upon Team Rocket. Jessie, James, and Meowth are also trapped. Jessie, annoyed. "Perfect. Now we're doomed with you brats." Brock. "If we want to survive, we have to work together." The Rockets reluctantly agree. Scene 3. Trials. The group faces obstacles. Climbing ropes in upside-down corridors, Pikachu lighting the path with sparks, Charmander carefully using its flame. A falling beam nearly crushes James, but Ash pulls him away. James, shocked. "You saved me." "Why?" Ash. "Because you're human too. We all want to live." Scene 4. The plan. Brock realizes the top of the ship is now the bottom. To escape, they must break through the hull. Together, they head toward the highest, now lowest point. Scene 5. The escape. Squirtle and Staryu help bore a hole in the hull, creating a way out. The heroes emerge to the surface, clinging to debris as waves carry them to shore. Team Rocket also survives, drifting away in the opposite direction, vowing revenge. Scene 6. Relief. Ash and friends finally collapse on the beach, exhausted but alive. Misty, sighing. I thought it was over. Ash, smiling. No, we've only just begun. Narrator. Our heroes survive disaster, but even greater challenges await them. End of episode 18. Pokémon Season 1. Episode 19. The Mysterious Pokémon Island. Fan remake. Scene 1. Adrift. After escaping the sinking St. Anne, Ash, Misty, Brock, and Pikachu drift on wooden debris. The sea carries them aimlessly, the sun sets, and they grow weaker. Misty, desperate. We can't survive long without food or water. Ash, determined. We'll make it, we just have to stick together. Scene 2. Strange shores. By morning, waves toss them onto an unknown island. The shore is lined with thick jungle. Strange cries echo from within. Brock, this isn't just any island. Wild Pokémon live here. Scene 3. The Giants. Deep in the forest, they witness something incredible. Giant Pokémon, enormous Charmander, Venusaur, and Blastoise. Ash, whispering. They're many times bigger than normal. Pikachu hides nervously behind him. Scene 4. The Secret. At night, they stumble upon a huge facility, a hidden laboratory. Inside are computers, tanks, and evidence of experiments. Misty. So the giants are products of experiments. Scene 5. Rocket Trouble. Jessie, James, and Meowth also landed on the island. They try to capture the giant Blastoise, but it sends them flying with a tidal wave. Team Rocket, together. Looks like we're blasting off again. Scene 6. Escape. Brock finds a small boat by the lab. The group sails away, leaving the strange island behind. The giant Pokémon watch silently from the shore. Ash, thoughtfully. The world of Pokémon is much bigger and stranger than I imagined. Narrator. What other mysteries await our heroes on their journey? End of episode 19. Pokémon Season 1. Episode 20. A Mankey Steals the Hat. Fan remake. Scene 1. A hot day in town. Ash, Misty, Brock, and Pikachu walk through a small town. Ash proudly adjusts his red cap. Ash. This cap is special. I won it in a contest. Suddenly, a mischievous Mankey leaps from a tree, grabs the cap, and pulls funny faces. Ash, panicked. Hey, that's mine! Give it back. Scene 2. The Chase. Ash runs after Mankey. Misty laughs. It actually looks better on him than on you. Mankey leaps across rooftops, taunting Ash. Pikachu tries to zap him, but Mankey dodges with ease. Scene 3. Team Rocket interferes. Jessie, James, and Meowth watch nearby. Jessie. That Mankey could be useful. He's strong. They try to catch him with a net, but Mankey grows furious and suddenly evolves into a raging Primeape. Brock, alarmed. Oh no, now he's a real fighter. Scene 4. Chaos in town. Primeape goes on a rampage. People flee, buildings crumble. Team Rocket tries to control him, but he punches them into the sky. Team Rocket, together. Looks like we're blasting off again. Scene 5. Ash's battle. Ash realizes he must act. He calls out Charmander. After a fierce fight, Charmander distracts Primeape with flames, and Pikachu finishes with a thunderbolt. Primeape collapses, exhausted. Scene 6. A new Pokémon, Ash, approaches, placing a hand on Primeape. He throws a Pokeball and captures it. Ash, joyful. You're mine now. Welcome to the team, Primeape. Pikachu leaps happily while Misty and Brock clap. Narrator. From chaos and struggle, a new friendship was born. Ash gained another strong partner. End of episode 20.